Introduction. Attention getter. In 2005, I cannot remember the exact date. I joined my father in the living room where he watched a soccer match between Manchester United and Arsenal, the two greatest soccer clubs in the history of Britain football. The match, being a final Football Association Cup final, was fiercely contested, and there were a lot of physical struggles among the opposing players, with loud cheers emanating from our television set. Even the atmosphere of our home was lively. Revealed object. Though I was young at the time, that days even made me fall in love with soccer. I became a massive fan of the team that emerged victoriously, Arsenal. And since then, I have remained a loyal and ardent follower of the team. Soccer fans, or rather all sports fans, spend a lot of resource and time in support of their various teams. From buying the club merchandise to huge spending on season ticket, fanatical is also characterized with emotions. The joyous emotion when the team wins, while disappointment accompanied with a gloomy emotion when the team loses. Speaker's credibility. My dad is a strong fan of Manchester United. I can frankly say that my decision to support their greatest rival at the time was informed by my desire to take a different direction from my dad. In my years of being a fan, I have found it rough and disappointing on several occasions. Quitting has never been an option. Thesis. The soccer fan base has played a critical role in widening the popularity of soccer as a sport worldwide. Soccer is literally the only sport being played with all the nations globally, and it has the largest governance body, FIFA. Preview of main points. I want to talk about the experience of being a soccer fan. The good, the bad, and the ugly come with too much dedication towards a team. Body, culture object represents. The history of fan culture can be traced back to ancient football in Greece, China, and Rome. This early form of football inspired many people to become football fanatical, and with the evolution of football, fanatical culture also evolved. In the 20th century, the term fan was adopted from baseball fanatics. Football, commonly known as soccer in the United States of America, was incepted back then in Britain. The culture we see now, where people get emotionally attached to team, has been passed from generation to generation. The fandom has promoted the sports and the team that takes part in the various competition. The support they give to the clubs are not only restricted to emotional support. The fans hugely contribute the enormous amount of resources that oversee the club's proper running in terms of gate ticketing and sales of merchandise. Fans have been part and parcel of a team they are emotionally attached to, and being a fan comes with a lot of responsibility. The dedication and being ready to absorb the pressure and comes with the intense nature of competition is a tactic well known by every soccer fan. This culture can be equated to cult because once in, it is tough to quiet. You feel low and moral dismembered whenever your team loses. There are the best and most magical moments that you feel the sense of pride and over the moon when the team you are associated with achieves tremendous success. Why I identify with this culture? I have been a football fan from the tender age. I have got an opportunity to watch local soccer live in a stadium full of people, and the atmosphere is always electric. That joyous feel and smile I see in the people's faces when the ball is at the back of the net or creative skills play makes loving the game irresistible. Besides going to the stadium, I have also watched my favorite team play every weekend on live broadcast. I wish one day I would get the opportunity to watch them live from the stand in the stadium. Two, the pressure and anxiety I always feel before and during the game are huge, but that is the game's beauty. As a fan, I live in the moment. I'm hoping for the best, but sometimes disappointed. On some occasions, the heartbreak is too much that I consider quitting. But I find myself back to being a fan. This is why I equate the culture of the fan to the cult. It is hard to find a way out of it. Conclusion. Review thesis. Sports, especially soccer, could not thrive without fans. Fans have been instrumental in promoting the sport culture and giving both emotional support and financial support to the various teams that they are attached to. The support base of soccer sport is huge globally. There are usually huge crowds in the stadium every week enjoying soccer games. Review main points. Being a fanatic requires one to have a lion's heart. Not every day will your team energy victoriously. There will be a series of disappointments, and there will also be a couple of good times. Memorable, closer. Soccer is fun, more enjoyable with the venue's atmosphere is electric. As a soccer fan, do not lose hope when your team is its lowest moment. Losers are there, and there will also be plenty of wins. Thank you.